So your seat good? Get the mirrors all adjusted? You can see everything okay? Just stay off the freeways, all right? I don't want you going out on those yet. Just leave your phone in your purse. I don't want you texting. Okay?
Daddy, okay.
Okay. There you go. Be careful.
Thanks, Dad.
Call me, but not while you're driving. We knew this day was coming. That's why we bought a Subaru.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Wednesday, October the 29th. It's good to have you with us. We could start off, first of all, with my friend ANN MCGINITY.
Hi, Paul.
Good to have you here, ANN
to see you
MCGINITY.
again.
And I'm saying that because I got your name right.
Yeah.
Columbia Weavers and Spinners. And this is a special event that you have coming up.
We do. This is an annual event. This is our 25th anniversary. So we've had 20, and this year we had 25 participants, and we have a guild of about 100 members, and so there's about 20 or so that have participated in all those years.
For 25 years.
For 25 years, and one of those people is actually Amy Preckshot. And this year, one of our special events is going to be that we're going to have a silent auction for Amy's animals, and many of us through the years have bought Amy's animals, and Amy, I think, is now 100. I'm going to be, just say late 90s to be safe.
Okay.
And so she's been weaving for over 50 years, for half a century.
And if you want to see what we're talking about, go to kbia.org and click on Radio Friends and watch this segment, because we've got some of Amy's animals. This is a little turtle.
It is. It's a little tortoise, I think.
Yeah. And she weaved this, put it together.
Yes.
She's still doing it.
Well, she's weaving, but much less so.
Okay.
But she's still very much a mentor to all of us.
Okay.
And if you want to know how to do something right, you ask Amy.
Amy.
Yes, and Amy is, like many of our other members, she has a lot of experience and she's very willing to share it.
Yeah.
So that's one of our events, and that's going to be primarily on Saturday. We've got 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's going to be November 7th, 8th, and 9th. And on Friday night is our reception. And so people can come, see what's new, see what's available, have a little punch, have a little cookie. And that's from 5:30 to 8. And then on Saturday, we're open from 9 to 4. And that day, we'll have demonstrations. So if you want to know how to use a loom, if you want to know how to knit something, if you're having a problem with your crocheting, we have people there that can answer that for you. And then the same thing on Sunday. That day, we're open 11 to 3. And so it's a fun-filled event.
Where is the location?
And it's going to be at the Boone County Historical Society out at the museum.
Okay.
And we take up a lot of their space for the weekend, and it's a wonderful venue for us.
Yeah, and you brought along some
I just
other
brought
items.
a couple of little things here.
Take a look at this segment online at kbia.org, Radio Friends, and you'll see this is a scarf.
It's a scarf. It's cotton. We have things that are made of cotton, wool, silk.
Beautiful.
We have a lot of different varieties. We have a lot of people that actually raise their own animals and produce wool. So if you want to get some yarn, some wool, if you want to get table linens or napkins.
You've got it all.
We have got it all, and it's all handmade, and the person who made it is there with you.
You can't be more local than this.
That's it.
You're meeting the artist who produced it.
Yes.
And most likely the material came.
Much of the material came locally. And so like Linda Coates, they raise alpacas, and so then she processes the wool, she makes it into rugs, she makes it into scarves, she does different things. We have somebody named Bonnie Ahrens who does processing of wool, and she's also a felter, and she's known internationally. We have Leandra Spangler, who's an award-winning paper fiber artist.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of resources
All
for
right,
us.
mark it on your calendar.
Please do.
It is the dates?
The dates are the 7th, 8th, and 9th of November.
Okay, that's
So
Spinners and Weavers.
Yes.
And the location?
Is the Boone County Historical Society in the museum.
Okay.
And it's just off of 63.
From when to what time to what time?
So Friday night is 5:30 to 8.
Okay.
Saturday, 9 to 4. And Sunday, 11 to 3.
Okay, mark it down. Thank
All
you
right.
so much.
Okay,
And
thanks.
McGinnity for coming by. We'll see you again next year.
You betcha.
Okay, it's good to have you here. Now, I want to turn to MEG HEGEMANN First time on Radio Friends. Good to have you here, Meg. And you were with Wilkes Blvd United Methodist Church, but the reason you're here today is to talk about Loaves and Fishes.
Yes, I am. We started Loaves and Fishes, we started hosting it in our building about 2 years ago. The ministry itself has been going on for 30 years. It was started and coordinated by the Catholic workers here in Columbia. But we have seen our numbers grow as we brought it into our facility, which has a much larger capacity. So we serve a free community meal every night of the week, 365 days of the year. Absolutely.
That's fantastic.
It's a lot of use on our facility, but it's only made possible because it's such a wide community effort. There are 25 different groups at least. Most are faith-based, some are groups of friends, some are employees who work together.
But every night.
Every night.
Every night you've got food for people who need food.
Absolutely.
That is such a blessing. To come from our community, coming out of your building. And you know, a good friend of mine, Tom and Susan Gray, I was talking to them about a month and a half ago, and Tom was saying, you gotta have Meg Hegemann on Radio Friends and talk about Loaves and Fishes. And he comes and cooks.
He does.
For you, doesn't he?
He
Tom
does.
Gray and Susan and Terry Robb.
Yes.
These are all wonderful people in the community.
They really are, and it's really fun to see people knit together as a community in our kitchen. We have people from all different faiths and all different backgrounds, and you know, most people think of a soup kitchen as being sort of peanut butter sandwiches and a bowl of soup, and that is not at all what gets served. Because people really
Tom,
enjoy.
I mean, he's a gourmet
going all
cook.
out. Absolutely,
He's a gourmet cook.
Very good food.
If people want to get involved with this, what do they need to do, or what should they do?
Sure. We have on our website, which is wilkesboulevardumc.org, and that's abbreviated, so it's WILKES, and then BLVD for Boulevard, UMC for United Methodist Church.org. On that website, we have a link that is Wilkes and 7th, and that explains all the different ministries we have in our church, and Loaves and Fishes is one of those. And there's information there on how to volunteer. Some of the groups that we have are pretty small, and they can really use some additional help because the numbers have gone up. We have more families with young children. The need in Columbia is definitely growing, so they can use some additional help. We're also looking very much forward to a kitchen remodeling project. A key piece of that is a new dishwasher, which all of our volunteer groups are beyond excited about because it will make their lives so much easier in
Now,
terms of the cleanup.
is this a commercial type dishwasher?
It will be. It'll be a commercial set up so it's counter height, so you don't have to lift the heavy racks of dishes and all of that. And that's actually what prompted the remodeling project, was some of our folks who were desperate for an easier way to clean, and the tremendous generosity of Bill and Vita Moyes, who were longtime members of Wilkes Boulevard United Methodist Church. And they and their family got really passionate about the Loaves and Fishes ministry and said, this is something we want to make happen. So the community has really rallied around, and you can continue to make contributions toward that project, and you can make contributions to the church, Wilkes Boulevard United Methodist Church.
For the Loaves and Fishes also.
Yes.
All right. Meg, thank you so much for coming by.
Thanks for the
Pleasure
opportunity.
having you here. Continued success with what you're doing. It's really a blessing in the community.
Thank you.
All right, Meg. We're out of time for today. Tomorrow we're going to find out about the Phoenix programs. Our program directed by Travis McMillan, Reynolds Journalism Institute, Audio Pat Akers, KBIA. Our floor director is Lowell Thomas, and our assistant producer and guest coordinator, Uncle James Mauser. And say thanks to my friend Tom and Susan Gray for telling me about Meg.
Absolutely.